If you remember, Elazer, he was going for non-stop proxy hatcheries. That's what he was going for. And he did take a game, to be fair. Did take a game. And spawning in the bottom hand corner of Ruby Rock, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing himself. Currently teamless. It is Elazer. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the French Terran player, the blue Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Here we go. As Elazer does not move out across the map, hatch first back at home. Okay. Again, against Gabe, we did see non-stop proxy hatcheries, non-stop shenanigans. But here against Clem, we do have a much more standard hatch gas pool setup. Okay. Everything's looking a lot more normal, a lot more standard. Bearing in mind that these are two good friends, and of course Elazer was on Team Liquid for a very long time. So they were teammates. I say for a long time, since 2022-ish. I remember that Elazer, he was on AGO Esports for a couple of years into COVID. Then a little bit later is when he joined Team Liquid. I want to say around 2022-ish. Yeah. Now then, we are going to be building up. Again, Clem just going for a Rax expands. Send the opener out of Elazer. I was keeping an eye on the gas guys to see if he does delay. But so far, everything's looking as it should be. God damn it. God. One of these days. GG. That were fast. Yeah, fast games. Fast games. So far, at least. To be fair, game 1 was not meant to be an all-in. It wasn't not meant to end the game. But yeah, game 2. Gabe did commit. It's gonna be like, hello there. God damn it. Este tuna. Reaver does poke in, gets one drone already. Ooh, rough start here for Elazer, and Elazer's going into 2-base lair. Okay. If you recall, I was mentioning how Elazer was going for a lot of all-ins and it was going for a lot of proxy hatcheries against Gabe, but here he's going for a insanely fast lair. Was that a 220 lair timing? Jesus. Reaper pokes in. No, the Reaper scouts. Reaper confirms. And Clem is fully aware of the 2-base lair. Now, a lair this quickly, this early on, in my mind, is not 2-base meta. In my mind, is going to be something like a 9S all-in. The Overlord across the map is here on the left-hand side. There is no Overlord pushing into the main base. You can see that Clem is on patrol, looking for said Overlord. Behind this going 3CC, Banshee, Greedy, Economic, standard opener here by Clem. We'll see if Elazer can pop up, as he doesn't pull back into any other gases. Is going for a Roach one here on 2 bases. Drop a Lord. German taxi. And we're in Krefeld, too. We are in Krefeld. German taxis upon us. Elazer's going for a Roach Queen drop a Lord all in. Oh, wait, no, sorry, my apologies. This is what he was doing against Gabe, of course. In my mind, I was thinking about the proxy hatcheries, but the other thing that was going on, of course, was the fast lair into fast Overlord speed into an Overseer Scout. Yeah. He was going for the Overseer Scout, and then from here, Elazer, he would either commit to an all-in or just macro out of it. So I was getting ahead of myself here. And this is a quirky build. Elazer is the only person that does this. But did showcase this against Gabe last time. So no all-in. It is very inefficient. Like, you're spending a lot of resources on Overlord speed, on the lair, of course, as well. It's disrupting your queen production because you're making a lair instead of a queen. It delays your 3rd base. Like, there's a lot of downsides to this. It's very intense on 2 bases. But we're getting to roaches. It's tuna time. True. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Had to open the window. It's getting very hot here. Very hot. With the Reaper, sorry, the Banshees do poke in, Hellions as well. Drone's going to be going down, and behind this, oh, we're rushing into a fast infestation pit. Elazer thinking about Swarm Host. I'm assuming. I say that he's getting +1 melee. Wait, what? Reaper Hellion pokes in, 9 drones going down, critical damage already. In my mind, this should be Swarm Host play, but on the other hand, this would be for fast infestors. I feel like if it was Swarm Host, we'd be getting +1 range, not melee. So I'm a little bit perplexed. There it is. Infestors. Infestors are on the way. So he's working towards fungal growths. But this is still very messy here. And again, the drone count has been stifled. Clem is building up, working towards Stim. Does he just A-Rax from here? Like, I feel like that'd be the call to make. Clem is moving out. Now again, these infestors are lined up. They are timed with this push. And we need these fungals to connect, otherwise Clem will just overwhelm. We need those fungals. Tanks, they do see each other. The Ravagers! Ravagers getting called out. Losing 1, 2, 3 Ravagers already. Nice fungal, but no follow-up. We get the chain fungal though. Nice catch. Most of the Marines go down, and with that, Elazer has defended. Elazer does defend. The game will continue. From here, just because of the melee upgrades, it tells us that most likely we'll be seeing a Baneling Nest into Lingbane. Oh, no, sorry. Actually, we can just go straight into Ultras. Okay. I was on the way for Ultra play. If you remember, this kind of style here is very, very reminiscent to how Shin was playing at DreamHack Dallas last year. Very similar, but we're getting there in a different way. It's got the main, like, kind of points we're reaching with nice catching on both tanks. Like Roach base play, into Fast Hive, into Ultras. But Elazer does get there in his own way. And it is going to be a big power spike, but it's still a ways away here. Fungals are nice, but again, we need to gather more energy. We need more time for more fungals. Clem is being active. Starting a dive. Once again, here come the fungals. Enough time has passed. And Clem, he has to get out of here. Like, he cannot engage. Yeah, he cannot engage the fungals. They shut him down. Nice defense here by Elazer. Again, this build is working quite well for Elazer. Shut down both pushes. It's just the main fight that I'm concerned about. Like, he's delayed the army. He's delayed the move outs. But he can only delay for so long. Ultra Cavern's on the way. Elazer needs more time. That's the final fungal. Oh no. Yeah, nice scan here. The Banshee does catch out one of the infestors, and Clem, he's no longer out of control. He's pushing out. Yeah, he finally does break out. So remember, there are no Banelings. No Banelings. There are no Ultras. There's no fungal. The Bio Army cannot be stopped. Not like this. Oop. And Mind just connecting. Army stims in, and Clem has broken Elazer. Again, it was a very clutch hold up until this point from Elazer, like very clutch. It was on the knife's edge. But once we ran out of fungals, that was game. That was game then and there. GG gets called, and Clem takes game number 1. GG. Whew. I'll get rid of the tuna. Hold on. I remember. But But GG, well played. Clem does take a lead in the series. Again, a really interesting style and an interesting build here by Elazer. Like, it does make sense with how it's meant to build up and how it's meant to get you to Ultra Tech, of course. But unfortunately, he ran out of fungals. Unfortunately, he ran out of fungals, so he just could not stop the army, could not stop Clem. GG. It's the risk you take when you skip banelings, right? Like, the problem is that because he skipped banelings, because he was rushing into hive that quickly, it meant that he was heavily reliant on those fungals. And once he ran out, that was game. That was game. Now going to be loading into game number 2. And no banelings. Oh, yeah, but it's intentional, right? Like, intentionally, this build that Elazer is going for is meant to skip banelings. But here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of 10,000 feet, we have the Polish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing himself, currently teamless. Down in the series, we'll see if he mounts back. It is Elazer. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Let's go. Let us go. Now, we are expecting to see Elazer once again go hatch gas pool into a 240 or 250-ish layer timing into 2-base roach. We saw this a lot out of Elazer already, and we should be seeing it here again. I will remind, though, that even though the opener has been the same, we have seen different variations. We have seen him actually commit into a roach all-in. We've seen him play macro and get into infestors. We have seen him vary it up. And I will say that loading into 10,000 feet, because how small the map is and how short the rush distance is, going into a roach all-in would make sense. Would make sense. Here we go. Again, our players are building up. Again, eyes are going to be on Elazer. We'll see if he goes for the fast layer again. We'll see if Clem does adjust as well. I feel like personally against these more roach heavy styles, like going 1-1-1, committing into a more heavy Banshee setup, I mean, can be very successful. It's a very safe way to play. We'll see. As the factory has been thrown down, there's no 2-on-1. True. Elaser's gathering his gas. Reaver does poke in. And yeah, there it is. It's a 226 layer timing. Again, it's so fast. I was saying like 240, like no. 226. So just like last game, it's going to be a fast layer into Overlord speed, into Overseer scouts. And then based on what he sees, we'll see how Elazer reacts. As Clem is going for a third command center before starport. So hyper greed here by Clem. Clem, he does confirm the lair, he knows. Oh, and it's going to be a 3cc 2-on-1. Okay. Bold move. Does this hit before Infestor? It should. So again, as we mentioned, Overlord speed, into the Overseer, into the Scouts. Roach Horn is revealed. And we should be seeing that Overseer soon. There it is. There's that Overseer. And so far, Elazer's droning. He's droning, he's saturating. Did mention that from here, Elazer has a choice to make. He does spot the third CC, but Elazer, he can either go for an all-in or try to macro out of this. Both options are viable. Oh, it does rush past. Yeah, the Hellion Reaver does get in. He gets into the middle line, gets one drone so far. Oh my god. It's 9 more mining time, getting a second drone. Checking for the gases, does confirm both gases at the natural. Confirms nothing here in the main. Getting to 5 drone kills. Can we get 6? Can we get 7? There's no there's no queen on the low ground. Now with that, 7 drones go down. Very nice damage here, getting up to 8. 8 drone kills. Ay, ay, ay. And remember, Clem is going for an early stim timing. Remember, it was a 3cc 2-on-1. So stim is almost complete, just waiting for the reactive medivacs, then we can move out. Now, if you remember, my big question was, what hits first? The medivacs and the stim timing, or infestors? If these infestors pop out in time, obviously they spawn in with 1 fungal each. Fungals will shut this down, and they will allow for a defense to happen. So Elazer, he needs those infestors, he needs those fungals. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Medivacs are coming. The pit is done. Where are the infestors? We're missing larva. Last roaches that were just made. There we go. 2 infestors are now in production, and Clem does move out. As he waits. Oh, the contamination. Okay, the contamination. Oh my god. A big delay on the medivacs here. Elazer, calm down. And this means that the infestors, they pop out. They pop out in time. If it wasn't for that contamination, it would have been much closer. The army would already be here. Okay, the Marines would already be engaging. So nice delay, nice contamination. Infestors pop out, Elazer defense. And just like last game, the goal here is for 1-1 upgrades, most likely melee into hive tech into ultras. Once again, the goal should be to skip aliens. And Clem, he's missed his window. Yes, he can be active like this, but alas, a couple of fungals will shut him down. Just 1 fungal, really. So Clem gets to be careful. Spots the infestors. Tell us about the infestors. Rotating over. Infestors are somewhat in position. Fungals are coming in. Oh! I'll pick up. Save some Marines. Does get away. And here come the ultras. Again, Hive is almost done into Ultra Cavern. Clem, we should be moving out soon, though. We're getting up to 8 minutes. So Clem can soon start to push. And we'll see if we can break Elazer. And I was just setting up for it. Denying mining. Fungal does connect. The chain fungal even. Up! Oh my god, the Wilds, they barely graze the medivacs, but they do not bring them down. Clem gets away. He gets away, creep is receding. Clem still not moving out with his main army, just going for a drop play. Oh, that is a much more committed drop though. And if Clem doesn't push soon, the ultras will pop out. They're coming. As the infestor in position, 1 infestor goes down. Nice fungals. Oh my god. And Maverick, they barely pull away. Lanes a counterattack, and at this point, the ultras will pop out. Now, on the one hand, Elazer, he has made it into the ultra tech. True, and there are no ghosts to worry about. No ghosts. So ultras, they can reign supreme once the upgrades kick in. That's the other factor, of course. No kindness plating. No kindness plating. These are going to be 1-0 ultras. Sorry, they're going to be 1-1. 1-1 ultras. So just +1 carapace. So the Ultra's actually very fragile. They're very vulnerable, and Marauders can focus them down. So Elazer, he hasn't reached his final form yet. As Clem barely does miss one of the tumors. That's a little bit of creep. Oh, Uncle does crazy army. Wow, on the first tank. Getting a medevac as well, not bad. As the second tank barely goes down. Nice pickups. Elazer does catch both tanks. And Kindness plating will finish. And 2-2 as well. The academy is only halfway done. Elazer has momentum. Elazer, he has successfully just turtled up, defended long enough to get his ultras out and to get his upgrades as well. I do appreciate the swift push. Ooh, as Clem gets one out. See a massive fungal. Massive fungal. Nice engaged there by Elazer. He's forced to back off. Forced to pull away. Forced to pull back. Behind this, Clem is perfecting his army, and he's able to maintain his 4 bases. On the one hand, sure, Elazer, I don't think he can be killed. At the same time, I don't think he can move out either. Not into the bases of Clem. As Elazer is fighting for map control. Clem dropping into the main. Elazer's in position. Spire is now done. We should soon be seeing Corruptors. Clem, he is going to lose everything here. Gets the expansion, but I don't think that was quite worth it. Oh my god. Yeah, throwing away his entire bio army. Gonna be forced back. Nice catching the Marauders. At this point, we're just waiting for 3-3. Once 3-3 finishes, then Elazer can commit. But now just still being more defensive. Alien speed is on the way. Now we can finally get into the aliens as well. Elazer, he's rounding out his army. My big concern so far is still the lack of Corruptors. There's still 0 Corruptors for Elazer. And Clem should be switching to a more heavy Liberator composition. How many lose so far? 7. 7 Liberators. Got plenty of ghosts, EMPs, snipes. Army gets spotted. Dude, that's a lot of overseers. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, massive mind connections. Nice catch on 2 of the ghosts. Clem does miss rally. Oh, the EMPs do connect. There's no more fungals. Yeah, that was the only fungal. And now you can just chase. Yeah, Elazer, he's being shut down completely, losing every single infestor. Down to how many? Down to 1. 1 infestor left. Does have 1 fungal available. And Elazer's being outscaled at this point. Like, he just, it's going to be so difficult to engage. Due to the high ghost counts, the high liberator counts. Another extension goes down. This time Clem saves his army. True. Clem gets another base. Oh my god. Gets another hatchery. Nice another expansion. Elazer is being pulled apart. One drop is being dealt with, but alas, another base will fall. Liberation has arrived. Okay, the ghosts are exposed. They're on their own. Nice round. A nice round as Clem does overextend. Again, his army's all over the place, but he snipes the hive. Jesus. The hive goes down. And now we finally have our corruptors. They're on the way, but again, Elazer's losing bases. Economy's being denied. Elazer does have a bank to work with at least. Nice casual on the Liberators. Does get one. And where's the... There we go. I was like, where's the main army? Like, Clem is just harassing. Just poking in with a couple of drops here and there. These are expensive drops, so losing 3 ghosts. And now I can move in. And that Clem should respond. The Helios are just going ham here on the ultras. Getting 1, 2, 3 ultras go down. Oh my god, we're trying to force 25, but there's nothing else. Yeah, there's nothing else on the ground here. 1 ultra survives. Clem is heavily... Sorry, Elazer's heavily supply blocked. Ling runway is attempted. Clem, he can defend. Oh my god. Okay, he's fine. Oh my god. The mine shots are crazy. Yeah, the mine shots are insane. Nice ones on the main army, but again, this is the only ultra to get goes down. Got 5 more ultras on the way. They're coming. But again, when it comes to the style that Elazer went for, it does feel like if you don't strike, if you don't overwhelm your opponents with your first ultras, with your first kind of timing with kindness plating, then you just get outscaled. You're just stuck with ultras, stuck with infestors. The switch into corrupted broodlord is not really there. Does get an expansion. Right? Yeah. Takes out a planetary. But these are expensive losses for Elazer as he will lose every single ultra. GG gets caught. Elazer runs out of steam, and Clem, he will claim the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Clem, he will claim the series. He will take down Elazer. Again, an interesting style here. We saw this against Gabe as well. As we did mention, this does have some vulnerabilities to it. Elazer going and rushing into the ultras did successfully do so. Like, I was very impressed. He was able to survive until ultras, like survive until the hive. But once he got the ultras, he couldn't do anything with them. Like, he just couldn't do anything. Again, Clem, he was able to turtle up back at home, build up into Liberators, build up into Ghosts, and that window where ultras were effective was closing. It was closing as the army was taking out for Clem. And alas, Elazer, he was just stuck on ultras. He did have a Spire, but no greater Spire, and we only saw Corruptors at the very end of the game. GG. GG, well played. With that, Clem does claim the series, and with that, we have our next matchup here. Going to be following Elazer into a ZVP instead. Into a ZVP, it's going to be Elazer versus Christiana up next in that Zerg versus Protoss matchup. Oh boy.